Here are the best builds that I played with so far. I'm using these runes right here, mainly Dark Harvest. You can use Bloodline for some of these, but it's up to you. Number one is the Eclipse build, which I believe it's the best one for most people. The second one, it's basically the same thing as the Eclipse build, but it makes you look cooler. And the third one, it's one that I came up with just to have fun with, but it's also high rewarding. Okay, the reason why this one is the best build, I think, is because it's good for all the game. It's good for early, it's good for mid game, and it's good for late game. In early game, the advantage that this build has is the lifesteal that you get, because you have to get it no matter what for the item. So it's pretty useful for some people, especially if you were used to playing with Bloodthirster first item last season. I think that's gonna help you out. The second reason why it's good is because you can burst your enemies pretty easily with this build during early and mid game, because you get the bonus speed, you get bonus damage, and you also get the shield, which basically blocks the damage from the skill of the enemy bot lane or whatever. This build is also pretty easy to recover, so if you're having a bad game or something, you can pretty easy recover with it. It's much easier to recover with this one than using this ones, I think. If you really want to burst and poke your enemies on bot lane during early game, what you can do, but I don't suggest doing it, so watch out. It's you auto attack once, you throw the E, and then you auto attack again. The reason why I don't recommend doing it is because if if you don't know where the jungler is, or you think you're gonna make a gank, then you have higher risks of dying. So I only use this when I can guarantee the kill, or if I really need to throw it. Then you get the collector, basically helps you to get the kill at the end. Lord Dominic's really useful against tanky champions, especially now that everyone has so much HP. And then from these ones, you get to choose two of these four items. So for example, you can, if they don't have tanks as many, and they don't have much armor, you can get Stun Razor. It's gonna help you to delete those squishy enemies. But if they do have tanks, then you have to go for the Grudge. Yeah. And for this ones, again, it depends whether they have healings or not. And if they have heals, like their champion's healing too much, you get more reminder. Otherwise, you just get Yomu saying go all in for them. The second build, the reason why I like this one is because you get to play a bit more recklessly during team fights. So for example, you can go in all you want, you can go into the middle of the team fight, you can be the front line if you want. And if you kill one, then you can reposition yourself with invisibility. Just make sure you don't press W, because if you press W, it's gonna take you out of the effect. So this one is pretty damn useful. For example, if they have quite a lot of assassins, or they don't have as much tanky enemies on their team. So if you blow them up early, boy, you can reposition, blow another one, reposition, blow another one. That's how pretty much it works. The disadvantage for this one, along this one, is that you don't have lifesteal in the early game. So that may be a concern for much people. But if you really need lifesteal early game and don't have the goal to get it, you can also play with Bloodline. Although I wouldn't recommend much on this one, because it's gonna lag attack speed on early. But for this one, I think you should be fine taking Bloodline if you want to. Then again, you pretty much have the same build pad. I recommend buying Vamp after you finish, or before you finish Duskblade. Before you start getting the Collector, you must have some lifesteal, I think. It's gonna help you out to sustain a lot. Here, you can also buy the same items at the top, but since you're gonna have to buy the own lifesteal item, you're gonna probably wanna have Bloodthirster. You can also get Sanguine Blade, but for this one, I would recommend Bloodthirster. So Bloodthirster, but if you're having like some issues with like CC and all that, then you can not take Bloodthirster and take Scimitar instead. Just to help you out with the CC. If you're having trouble, like let's say they have Lulu or something. So yeah. And then you can also get Infinity Edge. It's good, but it's not as good. So, I mean, you can take Infinity Edge if you already have Bloodline. Or if you don't have Bloodline, then don't take Infinity Edge. For these ones, if they have tanks, get the Grudge. If they don't have tanks and you can go into the fights all you want, then get Yomus. It's gonna help you out to start the team fights much better and reposition yourself again. For the third build, this one, it's probably not the best build you want to play with. It's really fun. Let me tell you that it's really fun. The reason why I play it is because it's fun as hell. I only play a few games with it, but I really had some fun playing with this one. One of the reasons why I like this one is because I'm used to having a lot of attack speed. I know a lot of people really like playing Draven with attack speed on early game because it feels smoother and all that. So with this one, you have two options. Again, you can take Bloodline for it, or you can just keep up with the attack speed rune. I keep up the attack speed because then I get Vamp and it pretty much makes up for it. Then you get the Collector, Lord Dominix. You can choose from either Bloodthirster or Sanguine Blade for the Vamp. Depends what's your playstyle. If you're gonna go like solo bot lane and do the split push or 1v1 everyone you face, and that's the one for you. But if you're more into team fights and teamwork, then Bloodthirster. And also, you can get one of these ones first. It depends if you really need the lifesteal or not. Oh, I like building more Stormbracer. With Infinite Edge in here, you get the 60% crit, which gives you the 30% extra crit damage. Or most of the times I will go Stormbracer with Bloodthirster or Stormbracer with Sanguine Blade. Again, you can not take this ones and take Scimitar if you need it. You can use this item on early, mid game, late game, whatever you want. You can either use it to play safely or aggressive. So let's say you're someone who usually gets ganked on early game because you push too much. You can save this item because now the times you're gonna have flash, and if you have flash, it's much better. So let's say you always push in the lane, making the enemy bot lane like stay on their turret the whole game. You basically expose yourself too much against ganks. And with this one, what you can do is that if you do get ganked, it's easier to do the counter gank where you either escape or fight the enemy jungler. And it's basically a second flash for you, and you get it every 60 seconds. So pretty much if you fight once in bot and then go base and then come back, you pretty much have the item once again ready to use. Unless you really use it and go base and stay too much in lane. And yeah. I mean, this build is fun. If you really want to have fun and you don't care about losing, you just want to make the good plays, try this one out, trust me. Also the runes. I was using Conqueror. I use Conqueror, I use PTA, but none of them feel as good. I don't know why. I feel like I was not able to land as many auto attacks to proc Conqueror in most of the fights. And PTA, I don't know, I just didn't feel the extra damage anymore, so I'm using Dark Harvest. It's powerful in early, but it shines on late game. Late game, oof, bro. This is like guaranteed to get many kills and proc the Collector. So there's that.